So, hello and back to my zombie challenge. And yes, we're finally back. We're still in stage 1. And it took me quite a while to get back to this challenge because last episode I had quite some problems with the game. I had to move them into a new save file, so we're again back at week 1. But to kind of keep track about what's happening, I made this calendar, so we're on Wednesday of week 2 actually, and this is the last week of spring. I already brought back Sarah and Trent, so they gave the nutrients to Batu, so he's fine again. So yeah, this is the map I made. Like the red dots are the ones they successfully broken into. The ones with the C is the ones that they have canning stations in. And the stars are the ones that they own, like Michael's apartment, Alice's and Sarah's apartment, and also Josie's apartment. And obviously the two on the bottom are the ones we mainly play in. And I also had to reset everything, so obviously the house doesn't look like a mess anymore. And they all feel kind of okay, except Sarah has some allergies. So is the... Oh, okay, so the trash can got put outside. But I will put it into the house with the move objects cheat, because I locked all of the doors and it gets annoying when they need to get out the bad food. Can they now go into the bathroom? I'm unsure if they can use the bathroom. Who can I send? Okay, so they can get into the bathroom again, which is good. So the next thing I really need to do is to get out all of the stuff in the inventory from Sarah and Trent, who just came back from their expedition. Trent got hurt when they were walking home, so I will not send Trent onto the next expedition because I think I will try to make it like when he got hurt, he probably needs like 2 days of rest. So that's why the calendar is also nice. I will just note that Trent got hurt on Wednesday, so he could go onto an expedition on Saturday, so he needs 2 full days of rest. And then we have excess gas, so that's out. And then all of the food they have. Okay, so they have 99 food tokens that they store at home. I will not change them into food yet, but I will have to do it before they move to Ethel's house. And Sarah and Trent both have some other supplies, so I'm not sure what I want to get them. I think I will turn one into the food processor, because otherwise I will need to keep deleting 10 food a day from Felice's inventory. So I will start an expedition today as well, because they really need the car. So I will just delete Sarah's other supply token and put the other here. Okay, I just realized I already made this storage planning here, so I'm just going to change that up. Okay, I just changed it up a little bit so that I know at which house the stuff is. So the 99 food tokens are at the Allen's house as well as the other supply token. So it's a bit more clearer. And I will just put this into... Okay, I think I can move it into the family inventory. This was a way too complicated way to do it, but so that will be it. Okay, so everyone probably feels quite nice after that wipe with the reset. of the town. So I think I will send Naomi. Ooh, what? He's creeped out, okay. From the socialization from his ex-wife. Which could make sense. Huh, I also could bring Josie again, I think. She's also feeling good. Ooh, dirty surroundings. So there's still some disgusting stuff lying around as it seems. Yeah, I think I will bring Josie and Michael and Naomi. And also Felice. So I will put all of these books away. And I will just sort out their inventory off camera. Okay, so Michael is already having 10 things in his inventory. And Naomi has 5 medicines in her inventory as well. When they find food, it also would make sense that I bring some ginseng to David again, because he completely ran out of it and he's just having his best life here at the apartment because he has nothing to do and he just reads all day. His social was down quite badly, so... Oh, I can't... Okay, he's lucky that the cheats don't work, because otherwise I would have just put his social down to be a bit more fair after the reset, because obviously he hasn't seen another sim for days. And I needed to remove the cell phones now. Okay, I think we're finally ready to go, and I will send them to the Cruz Alvarez house. So for being easy, I will teleport them outside. Okay, so these 3 are out. I have the food processor with me. And I will walk to the Alvarez house down the street. Also, there should be quite a lot of zombies in the city right now, because I infected so many people in these 3 days. So it shouldn't be as easy to get through the city again. Unfortunately, still a bit laggy. I don't know what I could do against that, to be honest. It's just The Sims 3 being The Sims 3, I guess. Okay, there are more normal people walking around and no one's getting attacked, but that makes sense. They're quite outside of the city. Oh, okay, I thought I was already there, but there is another crossroad. I got the itch to play my zombie challenge again because I rewatched The Walking Dead for a little bit at least. Like, I started, I think, in season 4, and season 4 is better than I remember, to be honest. But season 5 was just quite annoying, and now with season 6 it's getting a little bit better again. I never got over the first, or I think the last episode of season 6 when certain characters die, because I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me to watch from that point. I don't know, everything just got kind of frustrating after that. Okay, so are they all here? Yes, Naomi's almost here. So then I will put the food processor into their house. Is it? Yes, it is in my family inventory. It worked. Put it on the counter. Perfect. And then I can send Felice outside and they can go into the city to hopefully finally find a car. Oh, okay. So the TV seems to work still because Maria just learned the new recipe for crab from the Sim Kitchen. Okay, so where do we walk around? Like, these places also can be looted as far as I remember, because this is not a rabbit hole, but this is a rabbit hole. And I'm not sure if I want to go down this hill. I think I will just go into the city here and loot around these buildings, especially the grocery store. And maybe we could tonight take a rest at Josie's house, because I think I never showed you this place. I'm going to show it to you now. Because I actually completely furnished this place. Because I thought we would go into these apartments a lot more often. So even though Josie's a well-renowned doctor, I gave her a little small apartment, very cute and nice, because she's just that person that doesn't want to flash her wealth. And she lives alone and just likes her small, cute and cozy apartment. And I think it turned out pretty nice. I especially liked that part here in the bathroom where I put this window, so it seems like it's a shower wall or whatever it's called. I think that turned out very cute, so yeah. But I realized there are not enough sleep options for the 4 of them, so I think this would be a bad choice to stay. So maybe I will send them to the house of Sarah and Alice. But I will just go into town and loot a little bit and get back to you when something important happens. And I just realized that I forgot to give the guns to other people, so obviously they would have given the guns away. So I'm going to give Josie and I think Michael. Oh no, Michael has no ammo, so that makes no sense. Felice has 10 ammo, so I give her a gun as well. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Oh no, so Naomi's getting attacked and I kind of left her behind down here. So no one can save her. Oh, I felt a bit safe here because I didn't get any attack before, but ooh, okay, this could end badly. So let's roll double to... Okay, she gets to shoot. Oh no, but she has no gun, does she? No, I gave the gun to Josie and Felice. Yeah, no one is around her to shoot. So, yeah, Naomi's hurt. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's bad. Okay, I just forgot my own rule. I'm allowed to roll as often as Sims are on the expedition, and I think I also forgot that when I did it with Trent. So I'm allowed to roll 4 times. Yeah, okay, so I'm rolling again, which would also result in her getting hurt because everyone is just too far away. Another one. Double 5. Okay, so the last one I was allowed to roll means that she is able to run away, so she doesn't get hurt. Okay, I just had to check my own rules again, so I'm allowed to delete the attack. And I have to try to get Naomi to the others as quick as possible. Okay, Matthew Hemming casually standing in front of David's apartment. No, okay, so I will send her to the others. The library wasn't looted yet, so I will send her to the library and hope she doesn't get it. Unfortunately, I haven't found a car yet. It's kind of stressful with these expeditions. Okay, so there are quite a lot of zombies. Like, there are 3 right here with Felice, and she just got lucky that they didn't attack her because I think they're on the way to somewhere. So there are still zombies. Ah, okay, and Naomi's also... I think she's here. Oh, okay. Perfect, so I will roll. To be honest, I'm still not finding anything. It's already 3 p.m. I have to see, they already broke into this building where Naomi is right now. But they're not tired yet, so I could send them through the whole city until they get to Michael's apartment. And also I realized that I bought the wrong building, so this is Alice's and Sarah's house and not this one. But I will fix this later. So I could send them through the city to Michael's apartment. so where they could get rest, but also my inventory is already almost completely full, so they all got a ton of gas, which is always nice because in the next stage gas will get a lot rarer, and it is always nice to have a good backup gas supply at least. Yeah, but still no car. I'm unsure if I allowed them to carry 1 or 2 other supplies, so I have to check that. Okay, so I can only wear a maximum of 1 other supply. Oh no, okay, with backpack I can carry 1 more of those. Yeah, so I can carry 2 at least. Yeah, so I will just get through the city and then let them sleep at Michael's apartment, I guess, and the next day they will look through the rest of the city if they can find a car. And otherwise they will need to go without a car to Ethel's house, because I'm kind of getting tired of all this looting through the city. But I will get back to you when they at Michael's house, I guess. Okay, so I brought them back to Michael's house in good shape. They only got attacked like once or twice, but I was kind of rushing through the city, I guess. So that's why they got away with so less attacks, I guess. I really have to look after the other ones. I always forget that. Like she... Oh no, there is a broken sink and everything is just wet. Okay, that's bad. So maybe she can do something about that. And also, but 2 is not feeling too well and no one cares about that. Yeah, they will get it done, I guess. I just can't really do something about that now. Is Josie cooking? That's the yes, she is. Okay, that's nice. The others are just waiting for her to be done, I guess. They all use the toilet and now they need to eat and then go to sleep. I only have 3 bed spaces. I guess Naomi and Michael could share a bed. That wouldn't be too weird, I guess. Okay, but they really need to go to sleep. So Josie gets Alice's bed because I wouldn't feel right to let her sleep on the couch. Again, I can't go upstairs in this apartment sometimes, so I need to use the stairs so they can go upstairs. I will put the rest of that autumn salad into the fridge, so also the Allens or the Cruz Alvarez household could take something. I really thought hard about if I really need that bigger car, but yes, I do really need that bigger car, so I can't get around finding one. And it will get even harder finding a car, or maybe I will just change up the chances because it is just kind of impossible to find a car right now. Yeah, I will think about that when they wake up again and actually change the chances, because it's just so impossible to find a car and I went looting so much. And as I said, I was watching The Walking Dead lately and they were finding a car at kind of every street corner they were turning to, so I guess it can't be that hard, especially if the apocalypse just started. So maybe I will just change the chances a little bit, because I find so much loot and gas that they can't even carry it anymore. Yeah, maybe I will do that. That I can either decide that they can get when I roll a double 5 or double 4, that I can decide that I rather take the car or the gas, just to make it a little bit easier. So with tomorrow I will start with these chances, and I will see you when they wake up again, and through the night I will just try to get the children to feel a bit better again, because they feel awful. But I see you tomorrow when they wake up. So it's the next day. I'm getting them ready right now so they can start with the expedition. I also did some changes with the chances because I thought about it a little bit, and to be honest, in the first stage there would be probably a ton of cars lying around everywhere, and so I decided for every double except 1-1 they can either decide to get the one option or they can get a car, and I have to roll for which kind of car I'm getting anyway. Okay, I do not have to chart here, but I also have to be lucky to get the right kind of car anyway, so it is hard enough for me to get a car, and in the stage 1 I just think the chances are a bit too low like that. So that's how it is now, and that's exactly what this Let's Play is for, I guess, to test out my challenge rules if they make sense. And I see Batu is already feeling awful again. Okay, at least Sarah is kind of taking care of him. I think I gave them high free will, so they should actually be able to care for Batu, but I don't know. I took out the mod where the motives of the children and babies get up through the night, so now they're all feeling awful most of the time. And also Sarah and Trent slept in the same room as Batu's crib is, so they get woken up every time when Batu is feeling awful, so that's also kind of a problem. I don't know, but yeah, from the calendar I put here, so it's Thursday, it's Thursday, so we only have 4 days left for finding a car, and Sunday is the last day of spring, and then we have to move to stage 3. Okay, no, so I could take another week, so in my rules I also have to update them because I did some changes, but I could take 3 weeks before I move to stage 3, but as it is getting summer next week and I only can plant during spring, summer and autumn, and in winter only if I have a greenhouse, I really need to use the time I have to prepare for winter. So I will go to Ethel's house on Monday in the 3rd week. So I hope that works out, and now with the better chances I also should be able to find a car a lot easier. So is everyone ready? Where is Michael? Okay, he's also ready. Their fun is a little bit low and they're not too happy because the apartment is a little bit dirty, but I don't care about that because maybe I will never get to be in this apartment again. Probably I will, but I think not that often, so I do not really have to care about how clean it is, and I will send them down, and then I think I will try to loot this part of the city as well this time. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I'm going to open up my mini inventory so you see the numbers I've rolled. As I have a new save file, I unfortunately forgot to disable the subway stations, and I'm kind of a bit too lazy to do this right now, so maybe like the next 4 days the subway stations will work and I have to try to... Ooh, okay, why is Maria not taking care of the child? Pablo, where are you? Their autonomy is kind of awful. Okay, and feed him on the floor and then he should be fine. Yeah, I really need to take care of the smaller Sims as well, even though I'm on an expedition, because as it seems they're just not doing it autonomously. But that's fine. I think it's sometimes a bit easy if I just let them go onto the expeditions and walk around. Where is the rest of them? Oh, she's still playing. Oh, it's already 1 p.m. That's a bit late for starting the expedition. But I think yesterday they were out really late, so I guess it's okay. I don't know if I should let them sleep in the city again, especially because I still haven't changed out the house yet. Maybe I'm going to do this now. Okay, so I got the house. I'm just having to check how many sleeping spaces the Roberts household does have. Okay, so there are 4 spaces as well as with Michael's apartment, so I could send them there for tonight. Yeah, I think that would be okay, but to be honest, smarter it would be to send them to David first so they can drop off some of the loot so he can make a more ginseng. Or maybe I could also let him start making some other canned products. Yeah, I guess I could do that. So because for I think almost a week David is just doing nothing and getting really lonely, and maybe some of the others visiting him today would be nice. So I will just send them straight to David and just loot these houses for today. It just doesn't make a difference, to be honest, which houses I loot. So yeah, first we're going to loot Michael's apartment. And yeah, I will get back to you when I'm at David's place, except something really important happens, like finding a car finally. But yeah, I will be back when something cool happens. Okay, so Josie just got into this house here and she got a double too, so I can roll for a car. So they all have weapons already. Josie already has 2 weapons, so obviously I'd rather roll for a car finally. Okay, so here we have the chart, which car I get. So it is the sum of the numbers I rolled. This is more like, I think, Dungeons and Dragons does it. So I'm going to roll, please. Ooh, okay, 9. Oh my god, I got a pickup truck! That's great! Oh my god! Okay, I finally have a pickup truck, which means I can transport the canning stations from the 2 houses I already successfully broken into to Ethel's house when I get to her house in the next stage. So oh my god, I should have done it so much earlier because it was such a pain to get that car. But we finally have one. Okay, I note that down. Okay, so I just noted it down here as a pickup, so I know which car it is. And it is now at Naomi's house. So the question is if I want to send them home with the car already, or if I will leave it I think I just have to check my rules. So I didn't note it down, but in my head I remember that every car I find has at least 1/3 gas already in it. So how many people do I have? I just have to count a little bit. So we get to Ethel's house next stage. Ethel does not have any baby furniture on her lot, which is important, but how long does it take for Batu to grow up? He ages up in 4 days, which is on Sunday, but he will still need a crib, and Pablo does age up in 7 days, so they both need a crib. I also have a mod with sleeping mats for the floor, which I think would be not cheating if I just put them down on Ethel's lot, because like everyone has kind of a towel or a blanket at their home, so I don't think that I will count that as a other supply token. So I do not absolutely need the bed. And the other... this would be nice to have, but I don't think that I absolutely need it as well as this changing station. And for the other supplies like these coolers or the food processor, I do not need a pickup truck to transport it. So now it's just up to how many people I can fit in the car. And both of those cars fit 5 people, but I obviously do have more. The question now is, how do I count babies and children? Do they need a full spot in a car or not? I think when I made the rules, I wanted them to count as not a full space because they could sit on the lap of someone. And as they do not age up to children before we move, I would have exactly 10 Sims that take up a space, and each of them can take one of the toddlers. So these 2 cars would actually be enough to transport all of my Sims to Ethel's house. And I think I will leave it at that. Okay, so now I have to note down the location of the car. So how is this place called? Okay, it doesn't show me. But I think this is actually, I think this type of house is called a brownstone, and it's the only brownstone in a whole of Bridgeport. So if I note down brownstone as the location, I think I can remember where I can find the dead car. So for now I think I will leave it there, and just because my inventory is completely full already, I will send Naomi, Michael, Felice and Josie directly to David's place so they can socialize with him a bit, and I can give him a ton of the loot I found. Yeah, I think that would make sense. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back as soon as I'm at David's place. So I also did a successful break-in with Josie right beside the place David is staying. So now I can also roll if there is another canning station maybe. Oh, I should have thought about something else that would make sense, but right now I think the canning station is just the most practical thing, especially when we're at Ethel's place. Then actually 3 people could work on a canning station to prepare for winter. I'm unsure. Like for the alchemy table, it is a bit too early, I think, because for that I would also need to maybe get a dog so I could send him on missions to find all those ingredients. I never really used the alchemy table, but I think I saw that on some other Simmers Let's Play that it works like that. The inventor table also, I think, only makes sense when I'm at a long-term location, because for Ethel, I think I'm only going to stay there for like maximum 4 weeks and then move more south because the winters are not that harsh. I really need to make a list, but I think if I get a special item, I think I will get the canning station again. Yeah, I think that's the most useful thing now. Okay, so I roll. It's a 5. Okay, so I get 1 special item and I decide for the canning station. But for that... Okay, just buy on this lot. This is, I think, where we also found Batu. Where is the... Ah, okay, so this is the apartment. Oh, it has a drummer set. Is this... Okay, I thought this bath was broken. Okay, the wallpapers here are a bit ugly, but I think it's supposed to be one of the cheaper places. Okay, here we have the canning station. I will just place it here, I guess. If I would have taken the pickup truck with me, I already could have placed the canning station into David's place as well, so they could be there as 2 people. Ooh, okay, and then they could at least socialize with someone. Michael is getting attacked, but he gets saved by Josie. She's close enough. And as I said, I want to send them all to David right now. Oh, but I think I didn't roll for looting for the place Josie is in right now. But I can't carry anything of those things, so she can also go to David's place. Yeah, Naomi took another route again, so she's coming from that direction. I even deleted the subway station, but she took the subway station even though it wasn't there anymore, so I don't know how that works. Okay, so I got them all up in the apartment. The only problem I have now, to be honest, is there is only 1 bed and 1 couch for them to sleep on. So that will be fun because I don't know, I'm like where is... Okay, this is the Allens. No, not the Allens, this is Sarah and Alice's apartment. I could send them there, but it is night and I also want for the next stage to change some more of the danger levels, so when it's dark outside the danger will get a lot higher to be attacked than when it is bright outside. I still haven't implemented that, but I think when I first wanted to make this challenge, I also wanted to put in a rule that they can't go out at night because it is just too dangerous. So I have to overthink that, and that's why I'm not going to send them to Alice's place right now, because you can see there is a zombie running around. Oops. Here, like this green person. And then I think I also saw, yeah, right in front of the house. So yeah, there are a lot of zombies running around now. Yeah, there are 2 zombies as well. This one is not turned into zombie yet, so lucky her. But most of the Sims in Bridgeport are now zombies, so how I wanted it. So I'm not going to send them out at night, so they kind of have to make do tonight with the bed situation. I have to decide who I will send to bed first, but I will do this off camera. And with that, I'm actually going to end this episode. So I finally got a car only after I changed the rules, but as I said, that's what this Let's Play is for. I wanted to test out my rules and see how good they work, and I decided to change it because it was just a bit too impossible to get a car, but we finally have one. with which we can transport the canning stations to Ethel's house, so that's great. And with that, I end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I know it has been a long time since I uploaded the zombie challenge, but I want to do this more consistently in the future because I really missed it a lot. And I hope I see you in the next video. Bye!